time to make it to all the events, do you? No. But you can always go here. But why miss it twice? Get Surf City Highlights and stay engaged with your community. Surf City Highlights.
Good, ain't it right that you are with me here tonight? The music's playing, our bodies swaying in time.
Every Saturday since the lockdown started, Seagate community, while still apart, comes together as artist Kenny West provides the atmosphere.
Kids won't eat, and the dog can't sleep. There's no escape from the music, and the whole damn cul-de-sac playing all night.
A neighborhood that's been close for many years wasn't about to let a virus get in the way of community.
We're so together, and we've always been together, and everyone's always looked out after each other, so it was a really easy, hey, you guys, you want to do this? And the kids have all grown up together. My kids were not here. They were a little bit older, so it's been so fun to watch the kids grow up and hang out, and the families all be such great friends and travel and just hang out together in this environment. We could stay like this for a long time. It's fun.
It's everybody pulling together, doing different things, doing work, being together, locking arms, but not physically locking arms, metaphorically locking arms.
And he's absolutely wonderful. He does this every Saturday just for the neighborhood. Expects nothing in return, just wants people to come together. This is what he does now, and he plays taco surf every 2 weeks, but when that got cut off, he just said one day, I'm gonna go outside and plug in an amp and play for two of his buddies, and it just kind of became like everybody creeped out of their houses, and now it's turned into 2 PAs and a couple instruments and a sound guy. And supporting a local restaurant, which is absolutely wonderful.
I just send out a text and we all pick a restaurant, whichever one we're passionate about, and it has to be a family-owned restaurant, and we've been doing this since March 20th.
All across the crowded floor, they worked from 8 till 4. They were young and they had each other. Who could ask for more at the Copacabana? The hottest spot north of Havana, at the Copacabana. Music and passion were always the fashion at the Copa. They fell in love.
A memory song showcase songbook, a little something for anyone, every week in the neighborhood.
I'm all shook up and my tongues get tied when I try to speak. My hands stop shaking like a leaf on a tree. There's only one cure for this body of mine. I love that girl cause she looks so fine.
Dinner, neighbors, and music. It's a live happening, perfect for 1HB.
This neighborhood has just been amazing. Huntington Beach is a great place to live.
I'm all shook up.
For Surf City Highlights, this is Matt Lefren.
So this all happened. I reached out to a gentleman named Heck Valdez on our Huntington Beach community forums and just asked, hey, I want to think outside the box. Can you help me with anything to celebrate my staff?
Yeah, reached out to me via a Facebook Messenger and asked if I could help do my magic.
He, in turn, put something out on Facebook, and one of our parents who runs the HB Quarantine Cuisine put something on there and said we'd love to help.
So we reached out to Sean.
The community really did it. We didn't do a whole lot other than ask for some help, and they stepped up.
And in 24 hours.
And that snowballed into us raising over $1,000 to help feed these teachers.
Yeah, so we had Slapfish provide amazing tacos. We have Four Sons Beer out here providing their beverages. Casa Jimenez with their amazing margaritas. And we had some cookies and some other things donated by some of the group members.
Margarita or churro?
Salsa, hand sanitizer, salad. I think everything is pretty much gluten-free. So what you see here today is everyone in our community stepping up and helping out to celebrate teachers and staff at Dwyer. On Cinco de Mayo, right, so we're having a fiesta.
This is wonderful. We really appreciate everything the community's done for us during this difficult time. Really appreciate it, and we thank them.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you for all you do. Appreciate you.
This is awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it.
This is amazing. I want to start crying, actually. The support of the community is just overwhelming.
So deserve it. You're welcome. You deserve it. You're so welcome. See, 1HB.
Excited to partner with the school district. We are so thankful to Barnes & Noble and City National Bank for making this possible for us to share with the children of our community.
You know what my favorite book is here? Amelia Bedelia, Bookworm. I love Amelia Bedelia. She does wonderful, crazy things. She's fun. We also have Ramona. Love Ramona. That's a great book. We were just talking about some of the books that are in the classrooms for kids to read that are guided by the teacher. So we have some of those books here too. Such a variety.
The food every day, we're serving breakfast and lunch from 9 to 11. And so today they also get to take home 2 books. They're amazing. We love the Assistance League. We couldn't do a lot of the things we do here at Oak without them.
We're excited to see so many of the kids coming by. Kids come in the morning to get their meals too, and they get to pick out a book, and it's so nice. And we are appreciative of the Assistance League.
This is a great example of 1HB. Barnes & Noble, the Assistance League, the school district. It's been neat watching all the kids be able to pick up a book when the libraries aren't available and books are expensive and you have to have them shipped. It's nice to get together and be 1HB.
Every year, the Interfaith Council throws a large service day for the city. It was becoming clear with COVID-19 that wasn't going to happen this year, and the city was already getting phone calls that seniors were needing help. And so Community Services asked if we could pivot our attention, redirect our efforts, and that's how the program, at least the idea of it, started. So normally the way we work is we say yes and then figure out how to do that. And actually Care Connections Network and Lutheran Disaster Response really came in and made it possible to start.
We have a funding relationship, an existing relationship with the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, of which Lutheran Disaster Response is a part. They asked me to submit a grant proposal, which I did. And at that point, they gave us the funding to purchase the meals that we are now distributing to people that are at need in our community.
I'm surprised by the need that we have. Obviously, I know that people are needy. And normally when I think of needy people, we think of the homeless or we think of the hard poor. But in this case, these are your neighbors. These are people living in apartments. These are people who have lived in Huntington Beach for decades. These are people who are part of our community. So I'm surprised at the people we're connected to that may have been someone living right next door. And as the need increases, so our abilities have increased, and so God's blessed us that way.
Good morning, Huntington Beach. We are here at the Lutheran Resurrection Church this morning, and I am announcing my latest Making a Difference Award. At the beginning of this year, I introduced this award to recognize people in our community that are selfless volunteers who are doing exceptional community service. And I'm really excited about this person that we're going to introduce in a moment, who deserves this award more than I can tell you. He has stepped up. You know, on March 16th, the City Council introduced our state of emergency, and the very next day, Reverend James Pike was on board to help us by establishing HB Connects. And with that effort, we knew there was a need in the community. We already were serving meals to many seniors through our senior center, but when the coronavirus hit, we knew there were going to be additional people, additional needs, and we wanted to be there from the first day to be able to meet those needs. So often the city, we have a saying, let's call James, and when we need help, we call James. And so he has been there from the very beginning during this pandemic. And so Reverend James Pike is an exemplary person to represent what the Making a Difference Award is all about. And so it's really with pride that I present this to James Pike today.
Thank you.
With that, here's the commendation, James. And I want you to talk a little bit more about HB Connects and everything that's been going on with that.
Thank you so much, Mayor Sameta. It's really a privilege to receive this award from you. And really, I have to receive it on behalf of everyone who's been a part of this program. It's been a really extraordinary partnership that began with Lutheran Disaster Response and Care Connections Network, which is a nonprofit in Huntington Beach working to help seniors age well. And so really that became the seed money that allowed us to provide the bulk of our meals and then also provide some resources for freezers, supplies. We also provide toilet paper and wipes for our seniors so they can have those supplies. Also through the Huntington Beach Interfaith Council, and really a long list of volunteers who ended up coming alongside us. So what happened was we were working with the city through the Interfaith Council for our annual service day, and then the pandemic came forward and there was a new need that was established. And yeah, it's been a great effort. We've been surprised at how people have responded to us, and we've done probably, I'd have to see the latest number, but I know over 5,000 meals. Waste Not OC has been a great partner in providing all the food. So that's food that would have been taken into solid waste and now has been repurposed in restaurant kitchens to be able to provide nutritious meals to our seniors. So we've been able to do meals, wellness calls, and it's really been remarkable. This is an opportunity to nominate others who may be worthy of this award, and it's our community, so I want to encourage everyone who's doing community service to keep doing what you're doing, because you're the one who's making a difference.
My hope as you wear this, people are going to ask you about it, and it's going to inspire more people to know about the award, know about nominating people for the award, and just inspire more good works in our community.